The cemetery that never existed. On a warm, sunny Saturday afternoon, me and my wife were walking through a cemetery we had visited many times to visit some of my wife's relatives that were buried there. We came to the area of the cemetery we always went to see her loved ones' graves and visited them all. And as we were walking out of that section of the cemetery towards our car, we started to see graves, mausoleums, and statues we had never seen before. We at first thought these monuments had just been added recently until we took another look at some of the dates on them, all of which were long before either one of us were born. And still others had what could have easily been many decades of wear on the stone. As we looked up the hill, we saw a rusty old wrought iron gate we had never seen before, with the name of a cemetery on it we didn't recognize. It turned out what we originally thought was a different section of the cemetery with fairly new monuments was in fact a very old cemetery with very old monuments adjoined to the cemetery we were visiting. Needless to say, we were very creeped out, but we went back to the car and drove home. A few weeks later, we went back to the cemetery and visited the same section of that cemetery again, only to find that the graves were as we originally recognized them. We've been back several times since then, but we never saw that cemetery or any of those monuments again. Weirder still, when my wife talked to her father, he said that particular cemetery had been there for many years, although neither one of us had ever heard him mention it before.